and we're broke. The scrag has broke down. And we gotta fix it. And we're in a pinch. Our head saw is gonna continue to run. We're gonna shut all this down, lock everything out, we're gonna fix it. And our problem is on our chain system. Got a homemade sharp chain more or less, and it just rides in a piece of channel. Well, over time this channel's got where it's just flared out on the sides. You can kind of see it. Instead of sitting straight up, each side of the channel's flared out. And it's getting into the saw when the saw wants to spread. So, big problem. So our solution is we're going to cut a piece of channel out, and then we're going to build some heavy duty version of it and weld it back in, and then get the scrag back running. So stay tuned, hit that like, and God bless. Charlie's got a chain broke loose. Problem is this channel is welded to a piece of I-beam, and as you can see, it's all covered in sap, dust. You can't find the welds, but I got to save the I-beam, so this is a little time consuming. Probably only going to cut back from there up to the end, just because this is really the only section that matters where the saw is, and then get the new piece in. So scrag, for those that don't know, is more or less just an area of the mill that cuts our smaller logs. You got two blades that open 4 to 6, so a 4-inch can or a 6-inch can, and it just really produces a lot of drive into the mill. You know, it gets it flowing when the head saw's backed up with big logs. So I think the first thing we're going to do here, we got everything cleaned up, half behind. We're going to take our porter band and make a cut in between our rollers, this piece of metal right here, and then we'll just have to cut welds all the way down each side. This side's overhanging the I-beam, so I should be able to just cut right along the edge, but unfortunately on this side I'm going to have to cut each weld from this side. But I'm leaving all this attached, so we'll see how this goes. As always, waiting on Charlie to bring me a tool. Just be like that sometimes, you know. I'm really not looking forward to this. Sometimes the smallest jobs are the biggest pain in the ass. Well, I believe we've got enough blades to make our cut there, partner. Unfortunately, not going to get the porta band in here, so it's going to take a cut-off weld, make a good clean cut. So weld our new piece in, it'll go in nicely. There's no way to get comfortable in here. No. So it brings me 6 blades, but then leaves with them. Never mind, they're right here. Fine job.
That's all I do.
Well, she came out in 2 separate pieces, but she's out. Got our old I-beam, did not damage it whatsoever. So now all we got to do is build a custom piece of channel and put it back in place. Well, we figured out our best, fastest, easiest solution is just replace that shit channel we cut out with some more fresh shit channel. The reason being, once we build a piece to replace it, it's going to be higher than that. There's going to be a lot of humps. So time being, replace it with this. Then we'll build a full strand piece in place and just change it at a later date.
That's smart. Let me move some block.
Good thinking. Just another normal work day, ain't it? wanting to do here is get this channel tacked in as square as possible, tack it all the way down, and probably only put a few 1-inch welds in it just to hold it in place. Pretty well got it in place where I want it. Just gonna work my way down tack here, go a little bit tack there, get it all good and perfect, then come back and throw a little small little caterpillar welds on there. Now that we got all that welded down, we're going to see if Charlie can't beat the crap out of the other channel where we're connecting to. Just straighten that flare up so we can weld the sides together. Well, not too shabby. Welding the sides up, we'll put his chain back on there. Should be good now. Got ourselves an old master link here. Turn the gearbox by hand.
No, it's good.
Okay. Master link in place. We'll have to grind these ends off. We weld it that way it's not hitting the inside of the channel. We're done. Hell yeah. Before lunch. Moment of truth. See if all that hard work paid off or not. It looks like we've got everything fixed, I believe. Chain's doing its job. Gonna make that a 4. Feed it on through. See no evidence of the chain hanging up at all. Everything looks good. Well, if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and as always, God bless. Thanks for checking us out here and catching us on just a normal old operating day at the mill. But we're back up and running, and after lunch, this thing's gonna be 100 miles per hour. Peace.